How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another race, real life race this time. Well, yeah, kind of not an organized race. So this is the fall, autumn in the Northeast, and there aren't a whole lot of real life organized, registered like road races or yeah, non cyclocross races, which I am not crazy enough to do yet. But this is what I would call kind of a training race, simulation race, and it's cool. So we'll get into it. Get into it quite a bit more as we go along. But I was lucky enough to get an invite to this, and this is a Sunday morning ride, and I got an invite from my buddy Joe, who you will see up here in the Stars and Stripes jersey. And yeah, it was a chilly morning. So this is a Sunday morning, and bit chilly to start. But let's first, I guess first, like this probably isn't the most interesting of videos to most of you, because spoiler alert for me if you've watched any of my Zwift races or most of my crit races too. Actually, I get dropped pretty early on, I guess. I do settle into like a second group on the road, but yeah. So I mean, it's nothing new for me to not to hang with the leaders in a lot of races, but I mean, the race itself is cool. So it's like this cool sort of organized training ride slash race. I don't, you can't really call it a ride because there is, it's clearly a race, like a sprint finish and a finish line and all that. But obviously, it's not fully organized. But there's a group of guys that do this once a week throughout the like fall and early winter, which is great because it's kind of a lull in the racing calendar for this area, but the weather's still nice enough to get out and ride. Like I said, a little chilly this morning, but once you figured out the layers and what to wear, it was fine. So I think I dressed appropriately. Now it is going to get colder as we get through November and December, so we'll see what ends up happening there. But I do kind of wish there were more of these around, and I mean maybe there are, I guess. So being kind of a new racer, I think maybe I'm not quite in the know yet, if you know what I mean. Like there's these rides that go on, but nobody's really like advertising them or anything. It's just a bunch of friends or a bunch of racers that'll get together and do a little ride like this. So it's sort of a hard group ride slash simulation race, and it's great for me because I don't have that racing experience. So to be able to ride in a pack like this, going at speed, it's one thing riding in like a group ride in a pack, which is helpful to get that like bike handling down, but to be putting out an effort and riding in a pace line and rotating, taking turns, and just general bike handling skills like that is super helpful for me. And there's definitely some strategy as well, which I'll probably chat in a bit about. But it's there's probably a bunch of these around, but for somebody like just getting started, it may not be easy to find something like this. So yeah, I was lucky enough to get this invite from Joe, and he actually doesn't have the best of races. He flats pretty quickly here. You'll probably see him kind of pull off to the side of the road, but he kind of organizes this group, and they get together once a week and do it. So the course is like I said, it's not organized, so it is open to traffic. It's a Sunday morning, so it's not terrible, and there are fairly big shoulder. Most of the roads that are more back road type, so there's not a whole lot of traffic. This road we're on now is the busiest road that we ride on, but there's a decent shoulder and not a huge number of cars, and I guess as a big group it kind of gives you that like visualization for the cars, so they can see see a lot of cyclists and generally give you some space, but you do have to watch out here. So the course is 30 miles and kind of a figure 8-ish. You could see by the mini map up on the right the bigger loop on the left. So we do a couple laps of that, or a few laps of that, and there's a hill towards the end that will come into play in a second here. So there's a hill at the end of that one. We do that a few times, I think 3 times up the rolly type hill, and then we do a few laps of the little one. So yeah, just almost exactly 30 miles, and let's see, mostly right turns, so that actually helps with the traffic as well. And now we're on kind of a more of a back road here, so you can spread out a bit, so it's not too bad. Let's see. So, first lap now. We haven't really gotten to the hills yet, so it's sort of just kind of getting up to speed. After that right-hand turn is apparently, and this is the first time I've done this race, by the way, so all of this, the course and everything is all new to me, and all the guys and things. But I did know that it was fast. Obviously, I've seen their Strava segments and things, and it's quick. Like they're all super strong riders. So you see Joe here in the Stars and Stripes. I think this is about when he gets a flat, but so they're all super strong riders. So I'm not I have no I have no like ambitions of like being high in this race or anything. I just kind of want to see how long I can hang with all these guys. So but after that right hand turn, we kind of get into it a bit. So it's a little bit easier ride up to that right, and then as soon as we hit this section, it's pretty much full gas. And you'll see guys going up the sides and things, sort of getting in position. And there's a bunch of guys that do this every week, and they know the spots and things to attack, but in efforts and things like that, I have no idea. I'm just kind of hanging on and seeing what I can do. But they're getting into positions and things, so they obviously know what's about to happen. Let's see. So we're moving along pretty well. I forget how many riders there were in this. Let's say like maybe 15. So a decent group. This back stretch here is sort of rolly type hills, so not terrible. Like I said, there are some hills coming up that kind of break up the bit, break up the group a bit. So when we get there, I don't have to point them out because you will see. But it's a good group. Oh, there you go. There you see Joe sort of pulling over. It takes him a little while to get that tube on, so I don't see him rejoin. But let's chat a little bit about maybe about some numbers. So like I said, all the riders are really strong, and there does kind of eventually get to be a front group that takes away up the road, and I might very well be the one that like makes the second group not latch onto that group. I very well could have been the one to drop that wheel. I kind of forget, but we end up doing this was an hour and 15-ish minutes, something like that, but we end up averaging in our little second group about 22 miles an hour, which is I think that's good. That's quick. The My power for that, it ends up being about 193-ish watts for those 30 miles, which is pretty good. It's like my second best hour power output ever. So I'm happy with that. I mean, I don't really do hour-long efforts very often. I've only done probably half a dozen or so like hour-long full-out efforts. Like this, most of the races that I'm doing are quit race length, so like 30-40-ish minutes, or like Zwift race length. There ends up, I think the longest I've done is like 45 minutes. So I don't have a whole lot of hour-long efforts there, but yeah, I mean 192 is not bad. I normalized about 222, so definitely pushing when you're on the front and things like that. But I think, I mean, this kind of group like this is, it's great for me. And I'm sure there are a lot of these rides around, basically around the country where racers will get together and do things like this. But for new cyclists, maybe they don't know about them, or they don't feel comfortable joining them. So it's probably a shame, but because it is helpful, and it's fun. It's fun to sort of see these super strong riders, doing what they do. So it's inspiring to see, definitely. So you'll see coming up here in a bit is our when the hills start. And I knew that there was a hill here. I didn't, not ever riding the course before. I didn't really know anything about it. So I think next time maybe I'll be maybe not more prepared, but at least I will know what to expect. So it's kind of like a double hill, and then there's like a gradual uphill afterwards. So let's see what happens here. And I also don't know the guys in the group yet. So I'm just at the moment I'm just picking wheels to follow, because that's all I can do. But I think eventually if I continue to do it, I'll have to learn who the riders are and like what their strengths and everything are. So yeah, it's all new to me. But so it's fun. I mean, it's fun to learn all these things. Like I was saying, I think our group, we average like 22. I think the first group on the road averages a little over 23. So at the end of the 30 miles, I mean, they end up being, quite a number of minutes up the road. But so I don't, I have no idea if I'd be able to stick with them. But it's inspiring to see these stronger riders. Obviously, they've been racing for a while, so they know what they're doing. They know the course, and they're super strong. So it was great to hang out and chat with them and everything. So I think these types of races / simulation races are really valuable for new racers or new riders like me. All right, so into the woods here, and you'll see below the little mini map there's a little percent grade, and you see guys shooting up the left, and so we're sort of on it. So we're sort of full on at the moment, and I kind of knew that this was coming. So I thought, all right, well, I'll do this little effort, and you can't really see in the video, but I thought like right there, so we go back to 0%. I thought, oh, well, we're done. That was it. It turns out, like, as I peek my head out here, there's like another whole hill to go. That little that little first hill was just like an introduction. There's a little sprint, little kicker first hill, and then like all of a sudden it's like, ooh, wait, like we gotta go up again. So kind of got to hit it again. So we hit it up the hill, and I'm pretty proud of myself actually. So I stick with these guys up the hill, and we make a right-hand turn at the top of the hill, and I'm thinking, all right, like I'm still on it. Like, okay, that's good. So I'm thinking like, all right, well, we'll get, hang out in the group here and everything. So we're still in, basically still in a line, and it doesn't quite work that way because. So we make it up the hill, and I'm pretty gassed from going up the hill. What's my heart rate? 171. So the heart rate is high, and people are still kind of like attacking. So this is like a real gradual. We're like 1%, 2% ish grade here, and apparently this is a pretty common spot to attack. Everybody's gassed from the hill, and then they basically just ride away. So I kind of like take the front here and try to put in an effort to hang on to them, but you'll see they just gradually walk away. They're up there, so it doesn't quite work out for me, but like I said, we do settle into a second group on the road, and we work quite well together. So it was good to practice, we're kind of rotating in a pace line, and obviously got like a nice hard workout in, so it was good chatting with those guys as well. I think there ends up being maybe 7 of us ish, 6, 7, 8 ish in the group, second on the road. So you'll see now, I mean, they're like, I'm still doing 280 watts, which for me is high. That's above threshold for me. So and they're just gone. So just out. So that's pretty much our our group's kind of established. So it was a couple efforts there by a couple guys in the front, and that was it. But like I said, so the second group, I mean, we work well, and it was fun. It was good and hard like hour and 15 or so minute workout. I'll probably speed it up here actually as we go along, but let's see. So I'm getting obviously getting a bit dropped here, but it was interesting. I already mentioned some of the numbers, but what was interesting is that I look at the like the sauce add-in for Strava, and I'll try to flash up the my Strava file for this one, but the I don't quite know if it's watt balance or work balance graph on the sauce plugin. I actually don't know what that W stands for, but it's the last graph down at the bottom, and I don't know if this is like set up right for me, but just because I don't know how that's actually calculated, but it's something about like the amount of time you spend above threshold, and how much of those efforts you have left. And typically, I mean, I'll jump into the red after hills and sprints and things like that in races, but I don't spend a significant amount of time in the red there. But actually, I mean, when I was looking at this graph afterwards, this is pretty much as low as I've ever seen that graph get for me, and then kind of as long as I've ever been in that like under red, like I don't know, under red number. I don't even know what those numbers are, but I just kind of look at the general shape of that graph. So this is kind of as low and as long as I've ever seen that graph. So not 100% sure if that's like correct for me, but just kind of being able to continue after that for me, I think was, I thought that was an accomplishment. shows some improvement for me, I think. And then, yeah, like I said, it's the second best power output for an hour, which is exciting. And yeah, I end up sticking a good little sprint at the end. So yeah, let's go ahead and speed it up, and then I'll kind of catch up towards the end.
That's what I'm worried about, yeah. Like, whoops, sorry.
Okay, and about a mile from the end, we're making our last right-hand turn, and yeah, we've settled nicely into our little second group. And I think that I'm not exact. Like I think the guys pointed it out the last time around the little mini lap here where the end was. My idea was just kind of to stick on some wheels before we get up to the end, and then try to try to stick with somebody else's sprint. There's a bit of kind of a bit of a oh yeah. So they're already kind of lining up for a sprint finish, but there's a bit of a downhill into like a kind of a short flat, and then there's like a slight grade up to the finish. So I have no idea where to start any kind of sprint or anything like that. Again, it's the first time I've done this, so I will know for next time. But yeah, I mean, I think I do. I end up doing okay. I think if I would jump up to like almost 800 watts, which is, for me, I mean, that's a good, that's a good sprint effort. So I know that some of the guys in this group have done this a couple of times. So I either start too late or maybe start too early on my sprint. But I see these guys move up on the side, and I tend to just kind of go with them. So yeah, you'll see me. I don't know if I hit 800 actually, but so right about here, I kind of try to put in a bit of an effort. I end up getting passed by a couple of guys at the end. I end up third in my group anyway. You see those guys, they've been done for 5 minutes. But yeah, it's a good kind of fun just to throw in a sprint at the end. That doesn't normally happen in a group ride, I would say. So yeah, it was it's good. It was fun. So yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks. That was kind of a long one, but yeah, thanks for watching that one. And maybe some more of these through the fall. I'd also getting back into Swift racing for the fall, so yeah, you can expect some more of those videos. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.